Fishtales. Got a couple problems here. I think one is related to the reel. See, the reel is having problems spinning, I believe. Okay, so left flipper works. We got voltage. What do we got here? We got 75 volts. Go over to the right flipper, which doesn't work. We got like nothing. Put it on the lugs. We got like no voltage on the right flipper, because any of these lugs should have voltage, and we got like 1 volt. So that's the problem, you know, comparing it to this one over here where we got voltage on any 3 of the lugs. So that could probably just a fuse. Fuse on Fliptronics board solved the problem. It was actually the fuse closest to my finger, the outside bottom left. And now the flippers indeed work. In real test, they're 3.5-inch pinball rubbers is what I use. The original, like I said, are urethane. You can buy the originals again. I just don't like them because they get this, like if the game sits, they assume this position, this egg-shaped position, and then you have a problem where you get, you know, you see how yeah, it's doing that. You can see it. Yeah, watch. You see, there's good, 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 and then you'll see it. It'll drag itself. Hasn't done it yet, but it'll come around. There, right there. Did you see it?
Yeah.
They're right there too. You know, so that it shouldn't do that when it comes around. And that's because that belt is assumed kind of an egg shape from just sitting, and the urethane is hardened with time.
Okay.
A few screws, cover comes off. Then a screw here and here releases this, and then we have to take this off too. No, yeah, this one here. So there's a screw right there that releases this. 2 screws here underneath the playfield, and then another one down there, and you have to move this light board, take a couple screws off and just kind of shift it over to the right to get this out. Remove the top metal plate. We took the screws off, but I didn't take the plate off. And then this whole assembly, you have to disconnect some connectors up here. I believe there's 1 or 2 up here that you have to disconnect, and then this whole assembly will just come right out. Okay, with a reel out, remove the E-clip from here. You have to remove 1 of the screws for the optic just to spin it out of the way. That way you can kind of lift the rail or the reel off here. And then once you get that off, you can put a new belt on. Here's the original urethane belt. See, this is the problem I was talking about, how it's kind of assumed this oblong position, and then every time, like if the real spindles are here and here, when the thing spins like this, that's where you get the slippage in it, and it just won't spin right because it's assumed this position. And most of the time these crack because the urethane just dries out. I'm kind of surprised that this one hasn't. See, sometimes you just go like that and then they just break into pieces. But this one actually isn't. But yeah, they're just not as supple as, I'm going to just use a 3.5-inch pinball rubber and it'll be more supple. 3.5-inch white. And the original urethane, you can see that they're really close in size, but of course this is all rubber and supple, opposed to this thing which is going to crack. Feel the difference?
Yeah.
It's huge. Yeah. It fits really good on the spindles. It goes on, and then we just got to put this thing back on, and should be good to go. Just got to turn this optic.
Are those the same size rubbers that are used for like the little bumpers on the side too?
Well, they make all different sizes. So, you know, there's like a little cog that thing fits in. It's got little spindles on the plastic that fits into the actual spindle itself. Yeah, they use the playfield rubbers. They use them on all different. You know, they come in different sizes. This one for the reel just happened to be 3.5-inch. So tighten the optic back up, and then we'll just reinstall this thing. Alright, then this thing just slides back in. Put our 3 screws back in, and then we got connector here and here, and 1 over there, so really 3 connectors. No test report now. Reel works nice. Really nice. Looks good with that white rubber too. Wow, you got the volume really low. Turn it up a little bit. Oh. test that thing. Okay, that's good. Put another one in there. Oh, look when the fish does this thing. Okay, we got 2 loaded. Alright, let's put the third one in. I just love that. Let's just make sure that this part works right. Yeah, you see it loads the catapult. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. And now we got 3-ball multi-ball going.